In the vast and varied kingdom of plants, there are few fruits as familiar to us as the apple. We see them everywhere. They fill our fruit bowls, star in our favorite desserts, and offer a quick, refreshing snack. For many, the apple is simply a sweet and crunchy delight, a common part of our daily lives. But to see it only as this is to miss a much grander story. This humble fruit has a history that is deeply intertwined with our own. It has been a symbol of knowledge, a feature in ancient myths, and most importantly, a source of natural medicine for countless generations. Its story is far richer and more complex than we might imagine. Long before the large sweet apples we buy in shops today, there was a smaller, wilder ancestor. This was the crab apple. It is the original apple, the forefather of all the thousands of varieties we now enjoy. While its taste can be incredibly sharp and sour, its power as a healing food is immense. People from long ago understood this. They didn't just eat apples for pleasure, they used them to maintain their health and to treat sickness. They saw the apple not just as food, but as a gift from nature, packed with properties that could help the body in remarkable ways. It is a tradition of knowledge that we are only now beginning to fully appreciate once more. This journey into the world of the apple will take us back in time. We will explore its origins in the wild forests of Asia and follow its path as it traveled across the globe with humans. We will look closely at what makes this fruit so special. What are the secret ingredients hidden within its flesh and peel that have made it such a valued remedy for so long? We will discover the science behind its benefits, from helping our digestion to supporting the health of our hearts. The story of the apple is a wonderful example of how nature provides us with exactly what we need, if only we take the time to look. So let us begin this exploration together. We will peel back the layers of history and science to reveal the true nature of this incredible fruit. We will learn about the wild crab apple, its hardy nature, and the potent medicine it contains. We will see how both humans and animals have benefited from its healing touch for centuries. By the end, perhaps we will all look at the simple apple with a newfound sense of wonder and respect. It is not just a snack. It is a piece of living history, a powerful natural remedy, and a testament to the enduring wisdom found in the wild world all around us. To truly understand the apple, we must first meet its ancestor, the crab apple. This is the wild parent from which all other apples have come. Long before farmers cultivated sweet, shiny varieties, the crab apple grew freely in forests. It is a survivor, a hardy little fruit that can withstand harsh conditions. Its appearance is quite different from the apples we are used to. Crab apples are often very small, sometimes no bigger than a cherry. Their colors can range from bright yellow and vibrant orange to deep, rich red, making the trees a beautiful sight in the autumn. They are the original blueprint for the modern apple. The most noticeable difference, however, is the taste. If you were to bite into a raw crab apple, you would be in for a surprise. The flavor is intensely sour and astringent, a taste so strong it can make your mouth pucker. This sharpness is why they are often overlooked today. People prefer the sweetness of cultivated apples, but this very sourness is a sign of the crab apple's power. It is packed with compounds that have incredible health benefits. Ancient people knew this. They didn't mind the sharp taste because they valued the fruit for its medicinal properties, not just for its flavor as a simple food. The name crabapple itself is interesting. It doesn't come from the sea creature. The word crab is thought to come from an Old Norse word, scrab, which means shrubby or stunted. This perfectly describes the wild, often gnarled and twisted appearance of the crabapple tree. It is not always tall and elegant like a cultivated apple tree. Instead, it is tough and resilient, a true child of the wilderness. This resilience is mirrored in the fruit itself. It is a powerhouse of nutrients, a concentrated burst of nature's goodness that has been passed down to its many descendants. So when we look at a modern apple, we should remember its wild heritage. Every Golden Delicious, every Granny Smith carries the genetic legacy of the small, sour crabapple. The journey from that wild fruit to the ones in our supermarkets is a story of human partnership with nature. We selected the sweetest and largest fruits over thousands of years, shaping the apple to our tastes. But in doing so, we sometimes forgot the potent, concentrated benefits of the original. The humble crabapple remains a powerful reminder of where it all began, a symbol of wild strength and natural healing. The crabapple tree, known scientifically as Malus sylvestris, is a truly wonderful sight in the British countryside and beyond. It is not a fussy tree. It can grow in a wide range of places, from ancient woodlands and dense hedgerows to forgotten corners of parks and gardens. It is a native species, a true part of the landscape's fabric. In spring, the tree bursts into life, covered in a glorious display of delicate blossoms. These flowers range in color from the purest white to a soft, blushing pink. They fill the air with a sweet, hopeful fragrance, providing a vital early source of nectar for bees and other insects. As summer progresses, the blossoms give way to tiny, hard green fruits. Throughout the sunny months, these fruits slowly grow and ripen. By the time autumn arrives, the tree is decorated with its colorful jewels. The crabapples themselves are small, often just an inch or two across. They hang in clusters from the branches, their skins shining in the low autumn light. Their colors are a painter's dream. Some are a brilliant, cheerful yellow, others a fiery orange, and many a deep, glossy crimson. The tree provides a feast not just for our eyes, but for wildlife too. Birds like blackbirds and thrushes flock to the trees to eat the fruits, helping to spread the seeds. The character of the crabapple tree is one of resilience and strength. It often has a gnarled, twisted trunk and sprawling branches, a testament to its life in the wild, enduring wind and weather. Unlike the neatly pruned trees in a commercial orchard, the crabapple tree grows with a rugged, untamed beauty. Its wood is hard and dense, and in the past it was valued for making small tools and for burning as firewood, as it gives off a pleasant scent. This toughness is a key part of its identity. It has to be strong to survive without human help, and this strength is concentrated in its fruit. Even the leaves of the crabapple tree play their part. They are simple, oval-shaped leaves with slightly toothed edges. In the autumn, they turn beautiful shades of yellow and bronze before they fall, carpeting the ground below. The entire tree is a small ecosystem in itself, providing food and shelter for a variety of creatures. It is a symbol of the wild, a connection to the ancient forests that once covered the land. To see a crabapple tree is to see a piece of living history, a survivor that continues to offer its gifts of beauty, food, and medicine to the world. The story of the apple begins a very long time ago in the mountainous forests of Central Asia. The wild apple forests of what is now Kazakhstan are thought to be the birthplace of all apples. The ancient city of Almaty even translates to Father of Apples. From these remote forests, the apple began its incredible journey across the world. Bears were the first to spread the seeds, eating the wild fruits and carrying them to new areas. Later, as humans began to travel along trade routes like the Silk Road, they too carried apples with them. They were a perfect traveling food, durable, nutritious, and easy to transport. As the apple traveled west into Europe, it met the native European crabapple. The two species mixed, or cross-pollinated, creating new types of apples. The Romans were particularly skilled at cultivating apples. They were not just farmers, they were true horticulturists. They learned how to graft trees, a clever technique where a branch from a tree with tasty fruit is attached to the root of a stronger, hardier tree. This allowed them to create reliable new varieties with desirable qualities, like sweetness and size. They spread these improved apples throughout their vast empire, bringing them to Britain and other parts of Europe. The apple quickly became a part of culture and tradition wherever it went. In Norse mythology, the goddess Idun was the keeper of golden apples that gave the gods eternal youth. In Greek mythology, the golden apples of the Hesperides were a prize in the tale of Heracles. The apple in the biblical story of Adam and Eve became a powerful symbol of knowledge and temptation. These stories show how deeply the apple became embedded in the human imagination. It was more than just a food. It was a fruit loaded with meaning, representing life, wisdom, and magic. When European settlers traveled to North America, they took apple seeds and saplings with them. The apple became a crucial part of pioneer life. People planted orchards for food, for making cider, and for feeding their livestock. One famous figure, John Chapman, known as Johnny Appleseed, traveled across the American frontier planting apple nurseries. He planted trees that were hardy and sour, much like the crabapple, because they were excellent for making cider and vinegar, which were essential supplies. The apple's journey is a human story, a tale of migration, innovation, and the deep connection between people and plants. To understand why the apple is so good for us, we need to look inside. What is this fruit actually made of? At a simple level, an apple is mostly water, which helps to keep us hydrated, but it also contains a wonderful mix of nutrients that work together to support our health. One of the most important components is fiber. Apples are a fantastic source of both soluble and insoluble fiber. Insoluble fiber is the rough part of the plant that doesn't dissolve in water. It helps to keep our digestive system moving smoothly, preventing problems like constipation. It acts like a gentle brush, cleaning our insides as it passes through. Then there is the soluble fiber, and in apples, the most important type is called pectin. We will explore pectin in more detail later, but it is truly a remarkable substance. When it mixes with water in our stomach, it forms a gel-like substance. This gel does many wonderful things. It helps us feel full, which can prevent us from overeating. It also slows down the absorption of sugar into our bloodstream, which helps to keep our energy levels stable. This combination of two types of fiber makes the apple a champion for digestive health. It is nature's own system for keeping our gut happy and healthy. Apples also provide us with essential vitamins. While they may not have as much vitamin C as an orange, they still offer a good amount. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect our cells from damage. It also supports our immune system, helping our bodies to fight off colds and infections. Apples also contain B vitamins, which are important for energy production, and vitamin K, which plays a role in blood clotting. Much of the vitamin content is found in or just below the skin, which is a very good reason to eat the whole fruit, peel and all. Beyond vitamins and fiber, apples are rich in special plant chemicals called phytonutrients. These are powerful compounds that plants produce to protect themselves from sunlight, pests, and diseases. When we eat the apple, we get the benefit of these protective compounds too. One important group of phytonutrients in apples is flavonoids, such as quercetin. These act as antioxidants and have anti-inflammatory properties, which means they can help to calm irritation and protect our bodies at a cellular level. It is this complex mixture of fiber, vitamins, and phytonutrients that makes the apple a true superfruit. Let us take a closer look at one of the apple's most powerful secret weapons, pectin. We mentioned earlier that pectin is a type of soluble fiber. This might sound very scientific, but its function is simple and incredibly effective. Imagine pectin as a sponge. When you eat an apple, the pectin within it travels to your stomach and intestines. There, it absorbs water and swells up to form a soft, sticky gel. This gel is the key to many of the apple's health benefits. It is a natural and gentle tool that helps to clean and regulate the body from the inside out. One of pectin's most important jobs is to help manage cholesterol. High levels of bad cholesterol in our blood can lead to serious heart problems. The pectin gel works in a clever way. It moves through the digestive tract and binds with cholesterol and other fatty substances. Because the pectin itself is not absorbed by the body, it traps these fats and carries them straight out. It is a natural process of removal. Regular consumption of apples with a rich pectin content can therefore be a simple and effective way to help maintain a healthy heart and circulatory system. It is a perfect example of how food can be our medicine. Pectin is also a wonderful friend to our gut. The gel it forms not only helps to soften the stool, making it easier to pass, but it also acts as a prebiotic. A prebiotic is essentially food for the good bacteria that live in our intestines. These friendly microbes are essential for our overall health. They help us digest food, produce vitamins, and support our immune system. By feeding these good bacteria, pectin helps to create a healthy and balanced environment in our gut. A happy gut often means a happy and healthier person, with better digestion and a stronger defense against illness. Furthermore, pectin is a brilliant detoxifier. In our modern world, we are exposed to various toxins and heavy metals from the environment. These can build up in our bodies over time. The sticky, gel-like nature of pectin allows it to bind to these harmful substances in the gut. Just as it traps cholesterol, it can trap toxins and help to escort them safely out of the body before they can be absorbed. The sour crab apple is particularly high in pectin. This is why it was so highly prized in traditional medicine as a cleansing food, a natural way to purify the body and restore balance. The old saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away," has survived for a reason. It's really simple wisdom based on centuries of observation. We've seen how apples support digestion and heart health, but their benefits extend even further. For instance, apples can play a role in maintaining a healthy weight. Because they're high in fiber and water, but low in calories, they're actually a very satisfying food. Eating an apple as a snack can make you feel full, reducing the likelihood of reaching for sugary or high-fat treats. The slow release of energy from the apple also helps to prevent those sudden blood sugar spikes that can lead to cravings. Another remarkable area of benefit is our breathing. Studies have suggested that the antioxidants in apples, particularly quercetin found in the skin, can help to protect our lungs. They may help to reduce inflammation in the airways, which can be beneficial for people with conditions like asthma. The thinking is that these compounds help to calm the body's overactive response to irritants, leading to easier breathing. While an apple is not a cure, incorporating it into a healthy diet may contribute to better lung function over time. It really shows how the protective properties of plants can be transferred to us when we eat them. The health of our brain is also something that apples can support. The same antioxidants that protect our lungs and heart also help to protect our brain cells from damage. This damage, known as oxidative stress, is linked to the aging process and can contribute to memory loss. Some research suggests that the compounds in apples may help to preserve brain function as we get older. By protecting our delicate nerve cells from harm, a regular apple habit might be a simple way to help keep our minds sharp and clear. It's a wonderful thought that this simple fruit can nourish our bodies from head to toe. Finally, let's not forget our teeth. While apples do contain sugar, munching on a crisp, raw apple can actually be good for dental hygiene. The act of chewing a fibrous apple stimulates your gums, which is good for their health. The crisp texture also helps to scrub the surface of your teeth, removing plaque and food particles. It's like a natural toothbrush. Of course, it is no substitute for regular brushing, but finishing a meal with an apple can help to clean your mouth until you have a chance to brush properly. From our gut to our brain to our smile, the humble apple offers a wealth of benefits. The healing power of the apple is not just for humans. For centuries, people who work closely with animals, especially horses, have known about the benefits of this fruit. Horses love the taste of apples, but they offer more than just a sweet treat. For horses, just like for us, the high fiber content is excellent for their digestive system. A horse's gut is a long and complex system, and keeping it moving smoothly is vital for their health. Adding chopped apples to their feed can help to prevent problems and maintain a healthy digestive rhythm, especially with the help of all that wonderful pectin. In the world of horse care, crab apples have traditionally been used as a natural tonic. They were known as a blood cleanser and a conditioner. Horse owners would gather the sour fruits in the autumn and feed them to their animals to prepare them for the winter. The apples were thought to help clear toxins from the body and bring a wonderful shine to the horse's coat. This traditional knowledge is now supported by science. We know that the vitamins and antioxidants in apples support overall health and a strong immune system, which would naturally result in a healthier-looking, more vibrant animal. The benefits are not just for horses. Many other domestic animals can enjoy apples as a healthy supplement to their diet. Dogs, for example, can eat apples in moderation. It's important to remove the core and the seeds, as the seeds contain a small amount of cyanide. But the flesh of the apple provides them with the same fiber and vitamins that we enjoy. It can be a healthy, crunchy treat that also helps to clean their teeth. Even smaller pets, like rabbits and guinea pigs, can have small amounts of apple as part of a balanced diet. It's a natural food that many animals would encounter in the wild. This shared benefit highlights a beautiful connection. The same plant that nourishes and heals us can do the same for the animals we share our lives with. It reminds us that the basic building blocks of health are universal across many species. The simple apple, growing on a tree in a field or garden, is a source of wellness for a whole community of creatures. It's a testament to the generosity of nature, providing a simple fruit that can be enjoyed and utilized by so many different forms of life, from the smallest insect to the largest farm animal, and of course, ourselves. Long before we had scientific studies to prove their worth, people around the world used apples in a variety of traditional remedies. This knowledge was passed down through generations, born from careful observation and experience. One of the simplest and most common uses was for digestive troubles. If someone was suffering from an upset stomach or diarrhea, a remedy of stewed apples was often prescribed. Cooking the apples makes the pectin more available and the fruit easier to digest. The gentle, soothing gel would help to calm the irritated gut and restore balance, a simple and effective cure made from a household staple. Apples were also used externally. A warm poultice made from cooked apples was a common folk remedy for skin inflammations, boils, and even sore eyes. The apples would be cooked until soft, mashed into a pulp, and then spread onto a piece of clean cloth. This warm, moist dressing would then be applied to the affected area. The natural anti-inflammatory properties of the apple would help to reduce swelling and pain, while the moisture would soothe the skin. It was a simple, comforting, and readily available form of treatment for common ailments, using what nature provided in the orchard. In folklore, the apple held a special, almost magical status. The crab apple, in particular, was seen as a tree of protection and healing. It was often planted near a house to ward off ill will and sickness. In some parts of Europe, there was a tradition on Christmas Eve known as wassailing. People would go into the orchards, sing to the apple trees, and pour cider on their roots. This was done to ensure a good harvest for the coming year, but it was also a ritual to promote health and vitality for the whole community. The apple tree was seen as a guardian of the village's well-being. Vinegar made from apples, or apple cider vinegar, has been a legendary health tonic for thousands of years. It was used for everything from dressing wounds to curing coughs and colds. A common remedy for a sore throat was a spoonful of apple cider vinegar mixed with honey in a glass of warm water. It was believed to have powerful cleansing properties, both inside and out. While many of these old uses are rooted in folklore, modern science is now beginning to investigate and confirm the health benefits of apple cider vinegar, showing that our ancestors' wisdom was often based on very real effects. Our journey has taken us from the wild apple forests of Asia to the traditional remedies of our grandparents. We've seen that the apple, and especially its hardy ancestor, the crab apple, is so much more than a simple fruit. It's a piece of our shared history, a traveler that has journeyed with humanity across continents and through millennia. It has found its way into our myths, our art, and our medicine cabinets. To look at an apple is to see a story of survival, adaptation, and the profound partnership between people and the natural world. It's a relationship built on nourishment and healing. We've rediscovered the science behind the folklore. The power of the apple is not magic, but biology. It lies in its brilliant combination of fiber, vitamins, and protective plant compounds. We've learned about the wonders of pectin, the soluble fiber that acts as a gentle cleanser for our bodies, helping our hearts, our guts, and our immune systems. We've seen how these benefits are not just for us, but for our animal companions as well, highlighting the universal goodness packed into this humble fruit. The ancient wisdom that told us to eat apples for our health was not based on superstition, but on real, observable results. In our modern world, we often search for complex solutions to our health problems. We look for new supplements, expensive superfoods, and complicated diets. Yet, sometimes the most powerful answers are the simplest ones, growing on a tree right in our back garden. The apple reminds us of this. It encourages us to look again at the familiar foods we might take for granted. It teaches us that nature has already provided us with an abundance of tools to help us stay healthy and well. We simply need to remember how to use them. Therefore, let us give the apple the respect it deserves. Let it be more than just a quick snack to satisfy a sweet craving. Let it be a conscious choice for our health, a symbol of our connection to the earth, and a tribute to generations of wisdom. The next time you hold a crisp, round apple in your hand, take a moment to appreciate its incredible story. Appreciate the journey it has taken and the potent, life-giving nutrients it holds within its shining skin. For the apple is truly one of nature's greatest and most enduring gifts, a simple, perfect, and powerful food for life.